What I don't want you to do, even if I make the mistake, is call yourself a KOL. What I don't want you to do, even if I make a mistake. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of KLF Deep Dive. This is part of our ongoing series of
Different roles, shared goals. It's almost too catchy. And the topic we were going to talk about today, or one of the many, is identifying key opinion leaders, KOLs, which becomes this very hot button topic in our particular space. The thought process is those particular clinicians have an acumen in the therapeutic area that you're studying. It may be because they're clinicians in that space. And you're trying to make a relationship long term. It could be that they are the appropriate individuals to be the PIs in that space. But no matter whether you're the CRO, the sponsor, any type of site, you are going to have an interest or at least be asked who your key opinion leaders are in your particular space. And you need to understand how to qualify what that is, whether you should have them, if you should, how should you utilize them and select them, and so forth. What would you add to that? I was going to say, I know you have some early thoughts on that.
yeah, from the sponsor perspective, while I know I want physicians who, like you just indicated, are individuals with experience in that space, individuals who have a good database of patients in that space, what I don't want you to do, even if I make the mistake, is call yourself a KOL. And the reason I don't want you to call yourself a KOL is because a KOL, a key opinion leader, has one of two implications in the sponsor world. And this is an area that the Department of Justice has been cracking on. Specifically, if you call yourself a KOL, are you a high prescriber? In which case, it exposes the company, the pharmaceutical company, the medical device company, to compliance risks. So are they paying you for the clinical research? Are they paying you because you're a high prescriber? Similarly, are you a physician who influences other physicians' prescribing behavior? This behavior where you influence other people's prescribing behavior may not be a bad thing if, for example, you're the world's greatest expert in whatever unique disease state we're talking about. However, if you're being seen because we want you to eventually go out there and pitch our product, that may be seen to be problematic. And this becomes a real concern with larger academic institutions. So I would say that don't call yourself a KOL. You need to come up with a different term. However, point to the database you have, point to the types of work you do and the experience you have. I would then say, how do they find them? I think it comes down to a very simple thing. You have multiple databases that say that here's the types of insurance companies and the insurance claims that are put out in this disease state. And we can find you based on those prescribing behaviors, who the physician might very well be. And there are multiple companies that'll do that.
Enjoying our content? We'd love to hear more. Please like, comment, share, and find more. I think the other part of this is the nuance of compliance of selecting the KOL. To me, I can't count the number of times I've seen people where the KOL was selected because of the name or because of a reputation or because of something that happened 25 years ago. And I'm not suggesting that means they're not credible or a leader in the particular space. But everyone who works with that particular KOL knows that maybe they don't like technology and have trouble documenting, that there's a known compliance issue around deviations because of a process matter, that this is an individual who's on an emeritus status basically and really doesn't want to be as actively involved as some of your day-to-day ops PIs. And so it becomes a strain on the fact that in one vantage point, in one circle, this person is a highly revered KOL and for all the right reasons. But in a different circle, such as the ops circle or the compliance circle, we're not so sure that working with this KOL is actually the most ideal for the site.
What we just answered is, how do you not choose KOLs? We're going to do another video on how to choose KOLs. To that end, Edye, how can people reach us to address this question?
LinkedIn, the website, kulkarnilawfirm.com, and of course, Edye or Darshan at kulkarnilawfirm.com.
Call, click, or email.